The Washington State Auditor's Office conducted a performance audit of the state's information technology security.
The mission of the State Auditor's Office is to reduce risk, whether it be financial risk or any other type of risk. Lately, we've been looking into cybersecurity, making sure the state systems are secure. So that's something that we've been doing, and for the most part, the state's done pretty well, but there's always room for improvement.
The state government operates in the digital age, so many of the critical government operations that used to depend on paper files and manual processes have been digitalized, and they're supported by complex information technology systems. The integrity, availability, and confidentiality of those complex information technology systems are dependent on robust IT security.
So what we're looking at in the IT security audit is the degree to which state agencies are in compliance with our state security standards. We're also interested in trying to understand to what degree our state is vulnerable to attacks.
We looked at whether or not 5 state agencies were complying with some of those standards. We looked at data security, application security, operations management, network security, and application security.
You know, it's, I think, best to describe it almost in terms of the recommendations, which we found the state actually has a really good process for managing IT security. It's doing a good job at putting things in place. However, they aren't testing whether it's working right. And so for our audit, what we did was we did a lot of testing of what was already required.
In doing that audit, what we found is first of all, the security standards that have been established by the state of Washington align very closely with best practices in the industry. We did find, though, in some of the compliance work we did with state agencies and some of the testing, that there are rooms for improvement regarding agencies actually complying with those standards.
For example, we found an inadequate use of encryption on confidential data, which means that if that information were to be stolen or intercepted when it's in transit in an email, for example, that the malicious party who gets a hold of that information would be able to decipher or read it. We also found a failure to store backup data on an off-site location, which could significantly impair an agency's ability to recover its data in the event of a local disaster. We also did find some real weaknesses through our application security testing.
We are recommending that the Office of the Chief Information Officer for the state take a look at their security standards to make a few changes to make sure they more fully align with leading practices. We're also asking state agencies where we did testing to remediate our findings there.
We also communicated our findings to the Office of the Chief Information Officer and the state's Chief Information Security Officer. Agencies worked very swiftly to begin fixing or remediating all the issues we brought to their attention.
Doing this work, what we wanted to do was to identify potential problems, potential weaknesses, and give agencies an opportunity to make corrections. And agencies responded quickly to remediate problems and to improve the security posture of the state.
For more information about this report and other projects by the Washington State Auditor's Office, please visit us online at www.sao.wa.gov.